Do you want to be a journaling girly? Someone who journals consistently? Do you wish you could plan your life out and actually stick to it? Or are you one of those people, like me, who buys millions of journals and they end up just being blank and sitting on a shelf or in a pile or in the bottom of a drawer somewhere? Well, I'm here to help. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not, welcome back. Happy to see you again. This video is a little fun and cozy. It is late at night. I worked all day today, so I apologize if the lighting's not good. I do not have the sunlight today to my advantage, but it's cozy. I lit a cinnamon candle. I have my crochet cardigan that I made. It's on, it's cozy, I'm comfy. This is a fall video. Okay, let's do this. Today I will be sharing my journaling ecosystem as someone who journals every day and also like plans every day and plans my life out and kind of sticks to it. And I finally figured out the secret to journaling consistently and like using it to my advantage. Along the way, I'll also be showing you all the supplies I use and give you tips and tricks on how you can do what I do, or if you've been struggling to consistently journal as a practice or even use your planners, then I can give you some tips and tricks along the way as well. Okay, so I use 3 different journals and planners with different pens. So we're gonna be going through all 3, but I use 3 separate journals and planners for my day-to-day life. There is nothing outside of these 3. So it's not like these are the 3 I use the most. These are just the 3 I use, period. So let's jump into the first one, which is my life planner. Okay, this one is for life events. This is the Hobonichi Weeks 2025. And yes, I have completely decorated this. I will do a better close-up because the lighting gets messed up when I hold it up to the camera, but Paige, for the future, do a better close-up. But I love this thing. I decorated all of it, the front, the back. I did every single sticker underneath this plastic protective case. I love this thing. For the pen, I used the pen that came with it. It's the Hobonichi Techno 2025 pen. It has 3 colors, red, blue, and black. I love this. It's the only pen I use in this, and it's because it doesn't bleed. The paper is really thin in this one. The only highlighters that I found to work with Hobonichi products or paper is the Mildliner ones. I will link them in the description. I'll be linking everything. So if you want any part of this, it'll be linked. So what I use my Life Hobonichi planner for, I use this one for weekly spreads. So work schedule, dinners, concerts, trainings, class schedule, but absolutely no assignments go in this thing. There's just not enough room, to be honest, which is why I have a completely different one for my assignments. I also don't do any journaling in this one. Oh, I just flashed. I guess it doesn't really matter what I showed you, but I don't do any journaling in this one. It's just life plans. And what's cool about this is the left side of the planner has a like weekly spread across, and then the right side is just grid paper with a bunch of space. So I use the right side for like to-dos, or if I get a YouTube video idea, or just to keep track of what YouTube videos I need to film, what's kind of in the process of being edited, if there's anything I need to do before I go to work, just like quick to-dos right here next to the weekly spread. So what I love about this is I can see my whole week at one glance, like one page, not even over the course of a spread. The whole week is on one side. I love that. I love it. And then the right side is nice for like brainstorming and to-dos. So I do like that. And it's the perfect size to fit in anything. Even if I'm taking like a small purse, this thing fits. So that is a plus to this. I also like that these stickers stick because there's a plastic cover for it. So the customizing part is also a huge plus because you'll see later, but some stuff stickers don't stick to it. So this, good for customizing if you like to decorate your journals or planners. Now, what I don't like about this, because I'm going to do what I love and don't like about every single thing I'm showing you. I don't love how small the monthly spread is. And I get it, it is a really small journal or planner, I guess, but it's just so small that there's no room to write anything. Like, you're really writing super tiny, and I don't like to write super tiny, so I don't even use the monthly spread in this thing, which I feel like kind of sucks, especially since these ones are kind of more expensive. I also wish that there was an hourly spread so I could block out my schedule, like 9 a.m. to 10 I'm doing this, 10 to 11 I'm doing this, because right now I'm just writing on each like day. I'm writing class 9 to 10, you know, work for, but I can't like visualize it because there's no spread for logging, for time blocking by hour. That's enough about this. If you have more questions about this one, leave them in the comments. But we're moving on to the next one, which is my daily journal. My daily journal. And when I say daily, I mean daily. I write in this thing every day. Every morning, to be specific. This is the Moleskine hardcover blank page with extended 400 pages. That's the one I use. I will link it. And then the pen I like to use this one is the Pentel Energel Liquid Ink 07. It's the only pen I will journal with in this book. It's smooth, it dries fast, it doesn't smear, it doesn't bleed. So I recommend this pen. I don't like this pen in my Hobonichi. So it's like everything has a specific pen. And I just keep it all clipped on whatever I use it for, as you can see, because I don't like to lose them. So everything just has it clipped on. I use this one every morning for what I call morning pages, and the typical, when you Google like what are morning pages, what's gonna come up is like 3 full pages of writing. I don't do that. I will do a spread. So what that means is like when I open it up, a morning page journal entry will be this entire side and this entire side, and it's all one day. And then when I flip the page, it's all one day, that kind of thing. So I shouldn't be like flipping pages to get to another day or on the same day, if that makes sense. So it's just like 2 full one side of a page. I'm trying to explain that, but yeah. So when I journal in this, the goal is just to consistently write. So it's like similar to a stream of consciousness. It's just everything that comes out of my brain. No planning, no having to make it look good. I mean, there are times where I write really tiny because I have a lot to say, or I'm writing big because I'm just like, I don't want to do this today, but I'm still doing it because it's a practice, right? Even if it doesn't make sense, okay? I don't focus on handwriting or content. It can literally be like, let me give you an example. It should look something like this. If you're following my guideline, or like how I journal every day consistently without getting overwhelmed or stopping. Okay, so here's like a good example. It's week 2 out of 15 of my fall semester where I officially, okay, wait, I see some of this stuff doesn't even make sense. It's week 2 out of 15 of fall semester. We're officially in fall. It's September. Although the weather won't start cooling down for at least another 60 days, I have hope for the future. I'm working on my fall crochet wardrobe, currently crocheting a long hexagon cardigan. Hey, we're wearing that. We're wearing that. Isn't that cool? I have my first informal presentation tomorrow, so I'm putting that together today. I think I'm going to see blah, 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 personal information, but that's essentially what it is. It's like, it kind of very much feels like 6th grade diary style, but some days, very poetic. Other days, I feel like I'm reading a journal from my 4th grade, and that's okay. It doesn't matter. It's just to get everything that's running in your head out on paper so that you can start your day and it's not jumbling around in there. That's how I do it. Now, what I love about this daily journal, this Moleskine, the paper and the pen I use, mwah. I went through so much trial and error. I love the paper of this. I love the pens I use with it. The little tie ribbons, there's 2 ribbons. If you get the extended 400-page version, there are 2 ribbons that come attached. I love that. I love being able to put it where I left off. Love it. And I love a hardback journal. Okay, I don't like soft cover journals. I don't like when they're floppy, mostly because most of the time I'm journaling in bed or not on a flat surface. So it's nice to have a hardcover. So that's a plus. Now, there are several things I do not like about this, which you might be surprised because I'm just talking this journal up, but I don't like the stickers. Don't stick to it. This is the second one for this year, and stickers just fell off of the first one, so I didn't even try and put stickers on this one. And the only way I can get them to stay is if I put clear tape over them, and at that point, too much. You know, too much. So it's kind of forced to be plain like this, which kind of sucks. But also something I don't like, they're not lasting long. And that could just be user error because I am writing in them every day. But I'm going to have like 3 of these for 1 year, which feels kind of like, I don't know, not counterproductive, but I don't like having 3 of these for 1 year, which is why I got the 400-page version. But I just be writing. I'm writing too much. So that's probably a me thing, but that's the only thing I have to complain about. They're not big enough. All right. And if you have any more questions about that one, use the comment section because we're moving on to the last and third planner that helps me keep my life together, and it's the academic planner. Now, this one is from Amazon. I used this planner in my first year of grad school, and then I bought the next one for my second year. That's how much I loved it. So I am recommending it. Okay, 10 out of 10. Now, the pen that I use, this paper is really thick. You could honestly use anything, but the pen that I like to use with it is the Sharpie S Gel 0.7. That's the one I like to use with this one. It's thick and it doesn't bleed. Nothing's gonna bleed through these pages, to be honest. The highlighters I use are like the Stabilo ones. I'm probably saying that wrong, but they're also on Amazon. I will link them. But I use the pastel ones for this and nothing ever bleeds through. So now this one is strictly for class schedule, class assignments, deadlines, due dates, because my assignments don't go anywhere else. So this is where they all land. No life stuff goes in here. So if I have like a trip or a party or something, it doesn't go in here. It goes in the Hobonichi. So it's all separate. Now, what I love about this thing is that it's spiral bound, okay? So it lets me, well, when the pen's off of it, it lets me be able to like, ooh, I love that. Love that in an academic planner because most of the time I will just leave it open. Like this is Monday, okay? And then this is all the way to Sunday. I will just leave it like this for the week and I won't close it unless I have to put it in a bag somewhere. But for the most part, I'll leave it like this, which is what I love about it. And I love it. The only thing is when I do close it, I have to use a sticky note to keep track of what week I'm on. I kind of wish it had a little like ribbon, or I could honestly add one, but just something, or even like one of those dividers that snaps in to just keep track of what week you're on. Oh, I just flashed my entire class schedule. What week you're on, which would be nice because I'm kind of just using like an orange sticky note, which isn't the cutest, but it gets the job done. Now, another thing I love about this one, which is something I hate about my Hobonichi, is that the monthly spread is huge. It's literally, oh, this is the one I use the monthly spread on. It's gorgeous. It's ginormous. So I love it. Now, what I don't like about this is that it's an academic calendar, so it starts in July and ends in June of the next year. So it doesn't start a January start like my other planner. So it's like just a little off, which is a little annoying, but we push through. Again, the only other thing I don't like about this is there's no hourly spread. I kind of wish there was. It would be helpful for tracking like my classes and my internship and trainings and stuff like that. If I could block them out time-wise, because I'm just bad at visualizing it. So, but we're gonna remedy that in 2026 because I have a new system coming. All right, now that we have gone through all 3 of my planners and journals that streamline my life and just make everything so much better and keep my mind free, and I'm way less stressed about due dates and things because it's all just in here. I don't even have to think about it. That's why I do this. But now that we've gone through my 3 recommendations, let's do some tips and tricks. Tip 1, journal in the morning. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, Paige, everybody says this, blah, 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 blah. Listen, I was you too. I thought, oh my God, whatever. If I'm not journaling at night, like I'm not going to do it in the morning. Here's the thing. I used to journal at night and I started to realize I was just so negative when I journaled at night. Like, if I journaled at the end of the day, I would look back on my day and be like, this part sucked, complaining about everything. When I started journaling in the morning, there's nothing to complain about yet. So I'm kind of forced to write about things that I'm looking forward to or like things that I'm dreading, but I don't really know how it's going to be. So I don't complain and I'm not as negative in my journal, which don't get me wrong, no rules, you can be negative. It's just when I journaled at night, I finished journaling feeling worse, which was not the whole point of journaling. The whole point of journaling is to feel better, hopefully, or gain insight, make it organize your brain. But when I journaled that night, I just was like, wow, I hate my life. So when I started journaling in the morning, I actually had a little more gratitude to be alive and looking forward to things, and I wasn't as complainy, if that makes sense. If you feel like all you're doing is complaining. My TV, did you see the difference in the lighting when that happened? My TV just flashed white out of nowhere, and I don't know how long it was doing that, so I apologize if the lighting looked weird. So yeah, anyways, by journaling in the morning, you're talking about what you're looking forward to for that day instead of complaining about the past or, yeah, pretty much. That's my one tip. Now, another tip I have for you is less is more, okay? Now, don't start by having like 15, separating everything into like 15 different journals. Like this journal's for, you know, my daily, this journal's for my weekly, this journal's for my pictures, this journal's for my junk journaling, this journal's for planning. This, like, don't do that. I mean, you can, but I'm saying if you want to be consistent and you have never been consistent in journaling before, that's not the way to do it. I would just start with one, just one. Make it a habit before you start getting a bunch, okay? Honestly, I don't even like having 3. I'm planning on switching my system up in 2026. I ordered some different things from my journaling planning ecosystem for 2026. So all 3 of these come 2026, I think I'm going to be ditching for a new system. But before I share it, I want to try it out for a month or 2 to make sure I like it before I start recommending it. So I'm not going to talk about it yet because I don't even know if I like it. I might end up running back to the original ecosystem. So I'm not going to talk about it, but I do wish to combine my 3 down to 1. So I wouldn't have more than 3 if I were you. Tip number 3, when it comes to journaling, the less rules, the better, okay? I understand if you're on like Journal TikTok, or like journaling YouTube, everything looks so aesthetic and nice and pretty, but then you start giving yourself this pressure that you can only journal if you have the time to sit and make it look good, and then you won't journal. So you have to start with no expectation. And then on the days where you feel like you have extra time and you feel like putting in the effort, make a pretty spread. But don't make it something to where you have to do it every time you journal or you won't journal because no one has time for that. Okay? So just remember, no one is going to see it but you unless you decide to put that on the internet. So it doesn't have to be pretty some days. Now, if you want to put a spread on the internet, then you can spend some more time on it. But for your day-to-day journaling, it's just for you, girl. It's just for you. Okay? And that kind of leads into number 4, which is just don't be perfectionist. And that's coming from a certified perfectionist, which journaling has helped me a lot with letting go of that. And the way I just do that is I think no one's going to see this. And even in the beginning, when I knew no one was going to see it, I still felt like I needed to make it look good, or I needed to make it sound right and sound good and not sound like a first grader. My camera died, but we're back. Anyway, the process of journaling has helped me be less of a perfectionist, which has just helped me in like every other aspect of my life. So I definitely recommend it, especially for perfectionists. And that is it. That is all I have for you. So hopefully that was helpful. I asked you guys over my Instagram if you were interested in this video, and you said yes, and this is just one I've been wanting to make for a really long time. And I know you guys are mostly here for crochet content, but if I'm being completely honest, there won't be a lot of crochet content coming anytime soon because my hands are really messed up. So I have to put myself first and take a break from crocheting to make sure that I have hand function for the rest of my life. Because I'm 24, I should not be having this many issues with my hands. So I have to take a break. I have to take a step back, but I love making videos. And if you've been here for a while, you know that I didn't start with crocheting. I started with vlogging and lifestyle stuff and school stuff and journaling and planning. So I'm just kind of going back to what I love for now. Not to say that crocheting will never come back, but for now I have to let my hands rest. So if you are here strictly for the crochet content, but you made it this far, thank you. I appreciate you. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and comment down below what you use to journal, or if you don't journal and you're planning on starting, because of this video, because that would be cool to know. And I want to know what you guys are going to end up getting for your journals. I'm excited. But yeah, I'm always down for more stationery and journal recommendations. So if you have them, leave them in the comments, and I'm sure a bunch of other people will appreciate them too. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.